Hey, yes, I'm here with live once again for all you guys to answer your questions on anything and everything to do about the day one, day two, and day three, accelerating your profile or building connections, or even to say it's going to be about content. The amazing posts that you guys have created, I love some of them so much. I'm going to go and check more today in this live session. And let me say a quick hi to the people in the WhatsApp group and drop in that I am live. Okay, let me go to the WhatsApp group. Till then, guys, welcome to the ones who have started watching in, and start commenting in your questions, because very soon I'm going to get quickly into answering your question without wasting any more time at all. Are you guys excited? I am. I'm so damn excited, because yesterday I was kind of missing you guys because it didn't happen, right? We didn't go live, but this free day was so much more important for you guys to make sure that you have done your task, the challenge. Okay. I'm so excited to see you. Hey guys. Yes, I can see a quick hi to Anil, Chetan, and Kush for all of us. Hey guys, so nice to see all the hellos that's coming. I can see Darpan. Hey Darpan, nice. Kyrun, hi. I can see you have done the day 3 challenge. Awesome. And Vinita is wowed by your content. That's superb. I'm so excited to see you. Hey guys. Yes, I can see it. Okay. Wow, I see some amazing stuff. And let's go to the Slido and check it out if you guys have submitted questions there. And I'm excited to get some questions on the chat live today. Okay, guys, tell me. Let's have today's session a bit more interactive and a bit more fun. We'll do some great stuff together. Tell me, how was the section? Which one was your favorite day for the ones who are watching? Day 1, day 2, day 3. What did you love the most? And in the comment section. Tell me in the comment section. Okay. So Justin has a question. Vinny is my mentor. Wow, that's amazing. And Justin has a question. So let's get it started, guys. Till then, I'm also going to quickly go into the Slido and have a quick look. I think Justin is the one who shared a question there as well. So let's look at the WhatsApp. Let's look at the Facebook. So one question, which I have dropped in Slido, but it's unanswered. So I missed it, or I missed is, can we reorder license and certificates to show? Oops, I kind of missed the full question. 1 second. Let me go on the mobile. It's always a bit of a... Okay, guys, 1 second. Let's look at all the comments. And here I am. I hope I can see all the comments, but this Facebook is not allowing me to see all the comments. Okay, I'm getting comments like day 3, I enjoyed day 1. I love the day 2 and day 3 would say. Yes, I have always heard day 1 being one of the most boring days. But I'm glad that someone enjoyed day 1. Guys, actually, Ambika enjoyed day 1. They're not bad, Ambika. That's nice to know you enjoyed day 1. Day 3, C is for creating content. Hey, Kush, I'm sure you must be doing great. Have some queries on the subject. And those are some amazing 2-3 questions that I have. Guys, so there's a bit of a trouble that I'm facing. 1 second. Let me go and check it from my own mobile so that I'm able to see your name, because that becomes a bit of a challenge always. Awesome, amazing. Okay, let's go right on the top and see Why is Facebook not showing me all the comments? Never mind. I will. So, just in 1 second. Let me just quickly go back to your. Yes, Justin, I'm here now. Glad. So, can we reorder license and certificates to show specific ones on the top? I think the one you put latest is what LinkedIn takes you automatically to highlight it on the top. So if you want to rearrange it, you want to give it a sequence based on your upload. So let's say, for example, the latest is the topmost. So you can just go ahead and delete all and arrange and start updating it based on what you want to arrange. And that way you will be able to align them the way you want to. Let me just quickly check the LinkedIn feature if it is still the same or not, because LinkedIn has upgraded its UI, and I'm not sure, Jester, if you are enjoying the latest UI or you are previewing the one which was there for all of us just a few days ago. Let me just quickly go, and I'm in the license section. Okay. Yes, Chaucer, as I mentioned, you will have to go ahead and delete the ones that are not in sequence and then upload it based on the sequence. And as to what I can see, the concept is, as and when you upload, it gives a sequence there. So try deleting all and then start uploading them based on the sequence you want to see. So that means the one you want people to see the most without the read more button, which is the top three, you want to choose it tactfully and keep it for the last. So the last upload comes the first, latest being on the top. So I hope just that answers your question. Let's go to the next one. I love connecting with new people. Hey, Chiron, I'm glad. I too love meeting new people, and that's so fascinating always. Vikram, loved first day. Indeed, Vikram, nice. Today I was just speaking to Nitin as well. It was great getting in touch with him. And Darpan, the day of sending connections and networking. Oh God, man. Networking is such a fun thing, right? I'm seeing you guys really love that. Now let's see what Manoj has to say. So Manoj is telling day 3, creating content. Kush, I'm sure you must be doing great. Add some queries on the subject. What's the difference between a content writer and a blogger? How long should an idle content be? In a text context, is there any format, set, sequence which needs to be? Okay, so there are 4 questions. Let me go one by one. So Manoj, your first question, what is the difference between a content writer and a blogger? So content writer is a person, as straightforward it might be, is great at writing content. Which type of content? Maybe all: website, blog, social media, press release, or to say just as simple as newspaper article. All of these people are who are great at their writing skills are called content writer. And bloggers are the people who are great at writing articles and blogs for the blog websites. So those specifically, so content writers are bloggers, but uh, bloggers are content writers, I'm sorry, but not all content writers are bloggers. That will be one way of explaining the major difference between the two. Then the next question being, how long should an idle content be? Now, see, I would say that there is nothing like ideal content, but I would definitely suggest your content to be more than 3 lines, because then what happens? You are able to give an opportunity to the person who is coming up to your particular post to click on see more, and that counts as an engagement to your post. And when LinkedIn sees that happening with your post, it automatically distributes to more people. So, first 3 lines, more than that, and then a read more happens. That something is a perfect objective driven post, which actually helps you increasing more engagement, which gives you more circulation by default. So that would be a great starting point. But what is the most important thing then? The size is the value. Sometimes you write only 4 words, and that is phenomenally valuable. As simple as I believe in, fail fast, fail cheap. These are 4 words, and it is super powerful. So even that works. So the topmost priority is the value that you're putting across. It might take all the characters, which is 1295, or it might just take the first 4 words. But at the same time, if you are going for more characters, then it's recommended to have more than 3 lines so that people click on see more. Always be driven by value, but in the first place. So let's look at the third question, Manoj. In a text context, is there any format, set sequence which needs to be followed? In the text context, I think, Manoj, in the video itself, I shared a proper distinction between how you can design your content, where you have the trigger, the main story, and the call to action. Just that would be the format you want to follow for the text post or any post where you have text associated with it. What format of post is better? A pic with few text, 100% text, or a video? Okay, so LinkedIn algorithm has not been very biased to any type of content. The whole idea is it's really biased to value. If you have put out a highly valuable content, you will see people automatically gluing themselves to the piece, and then the distribution goes up. Earlier, the video post, when LinkedIn launched video posts, the video post used to get a lot more reach, but then it came down to text post. So at the end of the day, today, if you are comfortable with text post, go with text post. If you're comfortable with video post, go with video post. The whole idea concept here is stick to your comfort zone and stick to what resonates with you, because what you connect with is what your audience will connect with as well. There is no such priority for a particular type of post for you to follow. As simple as text post works sometimes such phenomenally well. I have received my post going viral with only text post. So don't worry about producing a video if you're not comfortable with. Don't worry about curating an image if that's an hustle, but you can write well, stick to that, write a great post, have a right trigger. That's the most important. The first 2 lines is the most important line. If you can have the right start to your content, it will mean so much for the distribution of it. So Manoj, that was my answer to all 4 of your questions. Let's look at the next one. By the way, by that time, you tell me, how was it, Manoj? And Satish, I like the visuals of the recorded video. Thank you, Satish, Karen, day three, awesome. I enjoyed day 1 challenge. As one's profile is very important, I still have to complete day 3 challenge. Vika, no worries. I'm actually looking forward to see your day 3 challenge. You have the entire tomorrow before we meet and we do the finale webinar. Just go ahead and complete it. It's never too late. It's all about making it happen. But I'm glad that you did start with the challenges. I love the day 2 and day 3 challenge, I would say. Oh, that's glad to know. And Ankur says 180-degree transformation idea of the profile. Oh, lovely. Yes. So these are some amazing comments that I have received so far, guys. Do you have any other questions? Meanwhile, just drop it in the comment section and I would go and enjoy some content that you guys have posted on the group. And Karen has commented something. 1 second. In fact, all 3 days has its own importance and separate challenges altogether. Yeah, that's true. And then Kush, LinkedIn has no near competition worldwide. Still, it is underutilized, I feel. Still, people don't know how to. Oh, I'm 100% with you on that. It's so sad that people don't clearly understand the value that LinkedIn can add to their life at this point of time. But that's where you have the early adopter advantage. If you start your journey earlier than the rest of the world, then it won't be long time when LinkedIn will also become Facebook and organic reach won't be this high as it is right now. When I was on the platform, the organic reach was phenomenal. It has actually dropped since last a year or so. So you want to be more active at this point of time because it's still an early adopter phase and has not reached to a saturation level like Facebook. Now, Karen has says, day 3 challenge has consumed a lot of my time to sequence my brain as I feel there are competitions here. Yet, I think it's a good way to improve our skills instead of keeping narrowing to wrong directions. So kudos for everyone here. Okay, Karen, I'm excited to see your post. All my 4 questions were, oh, thank you so much, Manoj. Nicholas, question, does video post has a form of sharing business tip periodically? Does video post as a form of sharing business tip periodically, for example, one video weekly or bi-weekly, should that create more impact? Nicholas, videos are great. It's indeed a great idea. If you are comfortable with the video content, you can go ahead and produce it. And for the start, a frequency of what you can be consistent with is what you want to maintain. It is not about 7 days in a week, once a week, or bi-weekly. What can you be consistent with? Just go with that at this point of time. But once you start getting consistent, I would say once a week is a great ratio to maintain, because it keeps a frequency that's absolutely right for people. But at the same time, I would suggest challenge yourself with a frequency you can consistently keep for at least 6 months. That's the most important thing. Now let's look at some more questions. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down. Member. Okay, Sandeep. Hello to group 2 members. Hey, Sandeep. Sandeep is our group 1 member, and he's a phenomenal guy. Go check out his profile as well, guys. Darpan. Okay, Darpan has something to say. Kush, the easy reply option CV goes to the recruiter along with the profile. Most recruiters look on CV more than LinkedIn profile. So I want to know, CV is equally important as compared to LinkedIn profile? Yes, of course. When you are submitting and uploading a CV separately, it is important. But what is more important and what recruiters actually check, Darpan, they check your LinkedIn profile. They check how updated it is, what is the about that you've written there, what are the experiences, because that's a public platform and the recruiters know you will not lie there. And whatever is added in there is the most authentic content to say. So you want to have your LinkedIn profile absolutely updated, of course, alongside your CV as well. So your LinkedIn profile must have the latest information, and at the same time, what recruiter sees is who are you engaging with, what are you writing, what are you posting about, whose post are you going and commenting, what kind of comments are you doing, whether you keep up to the words that you have submitted in your CV shows in your profile or not. These are the kind of check and the mindset that your recruiter has for you. So all the activities that you do at some point of time, they do check in. So recruiters check CV, but LinkedIn profile is the most authentic way. So if you want to get the first level means it's always about different level approving your CV, right, till it gets to the last person. So first time, of course, the recruiter sees the CV and he says like, okay, my lead's fine, let's go to the next phase, which is the LinkedIn profile. If the LinkedIn profile seems perfect, then they go to the next phase, and the person who receives it, he will check your CV and need be your profile. But always, as soon as you pass the first level test, which is just a quick screening, it is your LinkedIn profile that creates the final judgment call whether you are going to be shortlisted or not. So you want to be updated there always. And then Darpan says, as due to ATS tracking system nowadays, most CV gets rejected. Oh yes, of course, it does. It does. So that was some of the questions that I got so far from you guys. And I agree with you, Kush, since I have worked in the recruitment sectors as so recruiter checks one's LinkedIn profile. Absolutely, they do, because that's the most authentic presence of the person. You know, CV is a content which is sent from one person to another person, and it is not a public space. At the same time, when someone is in a public space, they actually end up checking every single thing. For me, if you ask me, I know recruiters who actually check people on Twitter and Facebook after the final call is done. So let's say if you are the shortlisted 5, then the 5 people who are shortlisted and are almost very close to the final interview of the bosses or with the founders, they end up checking all social media channels and not only LinkedIn. They want to see how you are with your family. They want to see how you are with your friends. And this happens a lot in the leadership role, because in the leadership role, the risk is high. They don't want to waste time during the decision-making process. So they do a lot of screening about the person, where he is, what he does, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook to say if that's open. So you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is absolutely the most updated place and pushing across content that puts you as an experienced person in that particular industry, because every content that you share, it plays an integral role in putting a credibility signal trust signal, and giving you extra brownie points for your own profile for the recruiters. So go ahead, Darpan, just make sure that you have the most updated version of your profile. Now let's look at if they have anything else. And Manoj, the section about should be a combination of what all? Personality along with professional aspect. So the about is all about who you are on the inside, where 80-20 ratio is always good. 80% about your professional growth, what have you achieved for the companies you have worked with. Let's say, for example, you have worked with companies in the past where you could give them the growth of 200% with a sales figure of 100,000 or a million or 100,000 or 100 million, whatever the sales figure. It's good to put these numbers. It helps a lot in a person to understand what kind of experience do you come from. If you have been in a growth space, then what kind of growth do you give to the company? If you have been into the recruitment space, then how much human bonding plays an important role, and what kind of understanding do you have about the humans and behavioral, and what's your EQ level. All these things plays a very integral role. The companies you have worked with, the clients you have worked with, where have you been featured, what are the awards that you have won, and at the same time, what's your passion point, what are you very passionate about, and what's your purpose at this given point of time. You're here to achieve a certain thing, and then you can always add a little bit about yourself, that I also love basketball and swimming, and these two things define me on the weekends. So this is like a healthy ending, casual note, and towards the end you can have your call to action, which is your email ID or your calendars link, which is Calendly or HubSpot, and then that would make a huge difference for your profile to have a call to action in the about section as well. From the email ID to the contact number to your Calendly, which is software to book calls, calendly.com, calendly.com. You can go and check it out. You can set up a free profile for yourself and create a calendar where people can choose in and make bookings to meet you virtually. So just go ahead and have these combinations for yourself. And it's always great to have your about section in the first person, as I mentioned in my first video. First person means being conversational. Hey, I am into this space, and this is what I've done for my past organization. But at the same time, I am right now focusing in the growth of this organization, and I've been super excited to take it to the next level, and have been working in the past with these clients and had a media presence. And you can have bite-sized content, well arranged and well designed for yourself. So Manoj, that would be how you can design your about. With this, of course, let's look what we have. Hey Kush, this year most of the events that I participated are not related to my uni. So where do I put the certificates? I see some people just put it in their posting content. Okay, so what you got to do is, when you have certificates, you got to put under certificates and license, unless it's a volunteer activity. So if it's a volunteer activity, classify it in a volunteer activity section and not in the certificates and license. Your certificates and license, even if it's not related to uni, you can go ahead and add, because it's a skill that you have. It's a skill that you persist, and it's a skill that makes a difference for your own growth. And you never know when a recruiter is looking out for you, or when your next company or your boss is looking out for you, or even a person who wants to know about you is looking out for you, would be like, oh, she also knows this, that's nice, and she's certified, that's even better. So having certified in the certified session is good, but not for volunteer activities. So guys, moving ahead, I see another comment that's coming from Nicholas. And Okay, Manoj says, thank you, really appreciate. Yeah, Manoj, I'm glad. So Nicholas says, day 2 challenge, sending a connect request with a note seems to only work on web interface, whereas in the mobile app, when you look, connection goes direct without option of note. Is that with me only, or that is why what it is? Because 80-90% sending personalized message feels more quick and effective on mobile. Please advise Okay, Nicholas. So it's very simple. Now, what happens is when you are on the mobile, okay, so go to your mobile right now itself, and I'm assuming go and search for someone. Okay, I'm searching for someone who I'm not connected with, and I'm gonna, okay, I came to a profile I'm not connected with, and here you are. So here's the connect button that you see as much as possible. And once you click on connect, okay, either you click on connect or you click on more, and there is an option personalize invite. You see personalize invite, and that's how you want to send. So once you click on personalize invite, you will get an option to give a personalized invite to that person, and that's how you can send a personalized invite to anybody. So for example, you clicked on connect. Okay, so I clicked on connect. Now also you can send a personalized invite. Go and click on more, and see there is still an option personalized invite. See an option personalized invite, and then the option opens up, and you can type in your personalized invite message and send it to the person. But Nicholas, remember one thing: once you have sent the connect request and you close it, let's say I go back and I again come, the connection is gone, but now when you go, there will be no personalized invite option. So once you have sent the connection and you will close the person's window on your mobile, you will end up not getting a personalized invite option. So it's always great to check the more and then click on personalized invite and send the invite option to that person. Great question, Nicholas. I'm sure this would have helped many people out here, because it's a common question that we receive many times, that how do we send a personalized invite on the mobile phone, since sometimes the pop-up doesn't come up of adding a note. Okay, so when it asks you to put an email ID, that's basically because the person's privacy setting is only people who know their email address can connect with them and not anybody else. So what happens in this situation is that person has restricted oneself to get connected with people who don't know their email address. So that's why if you know the email address of the person, you will be able to connect with them. Otherwise, you cannot connect with them. You must know their email address. Then another way out is you send them in mail, and then you send your message that you have for them and hope for them to send a connection request. And yes, Darpan, it may not be for all the apps. It is many times you don't get the option, and that's correct. That does happen, Nicholas. So Darpan, but it's not all the time, and I'm glad it's not the case with you. Probably, maybe it's you. Once you update the app, you will get that option. You will not get the option, or it could be the phone version as well. Okay, awesome. So that's the latest question that I'm getting at this point of time. And Nicholas says, perfect answer. That's a lifetime. Oh, Nicholas, thank you so much. Of course, I'm here to just make sure that I can add as much as help as possible from my side. Guys, from your side, you can help me putting the word out to the people and really making sure that they know about this workshop, because right now it's at $1, but not very long. We were just having an internal meetings, and we are planning to close it very soon, very, very soon, sooner than we had expected it to be, because we just want to add value to the people who want to make sure can take the maximum out of it. So definitely we are going to make sure that you guys get as much as possible, and for the next batch for sure, but eventually we're going to just bring back the value to $51. So you're lucky, man. You guys are lucky. Okay, so let's now get to the screen sharing and check some of the submissions that has come on the group. Here I am. Okay. One second, let me go to my group. I got confused. I'm like, why are people posting about notes? Okay. So Tamsa, hey, Tamsa has written, good evening, folks. Finally, completed day 3 challenge. Late but not the last. Thank you, Team Salt&Pepper, for the mentorship. Hey, Tamsa, I'm so glad you joined and you made it through, man. Awesome. And that's where your post is, Grow with Salt&Pepper. Guys, if you have posted, Grow with Salt&Pepper is thank you for that hashtag. But at the same time, can you put the hashtag Killing It on LinkedIn? And we all will go and shower love on your post so that it gets as much as reach as possible. How fair is fair valuation? Okay. How fair is fair evaluation? That's a good start, Tamsa. Facebook acquired WhatsApp, and in the point of view of the accountant. Okay, that's nice. You actually took something which is about the in trend topics from is a jaw dropping. Was it a fair valuation? In the point of view of an accountant, it's not. But in the point of view of the valuer, yes, it was. Fair valuation is not a book value or a market value. It is more than numeric. Value is determined by principle. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Written by value is the worth of something and hence subject depending on who is deciding on the value, for whom the value is being decided upon. Great post, Tamsa. I think I like it. Just the 2 pointers could be somewhere in the center. It really puts so that I don't have to read so much to get to the point where the real value is in your content. But I think I like your first line. It was phenomenal. Darpan, just a quick outline on the post. You want to make it more bite-sized content and not very paragraph-centric because more than 90% of the people most of the times are on the mobile with their LinkedIn, and then what happens is this is not a mobile friendly preview for LinkedIn, and you want to make sure that you have a mobile friendly preview. So that's why you can break the content into bite size. If you would have seen the day 3 video, you will notice my contents are usually divided into bite size, so you can go ahead and divide it in the bite size content. And dear connections, 3/4 of miss challenging. See, okay, Darpan. So, dear connection, since this is not an email or maybe a connection message and it's more of a post, you don't want to start with dear connection. You can actually start 3 more months to go for 2020, and that could be your starting message. And then you can talk about the last 3 quarters and the last one which is left. And this year is a mix of events, which could be in bullet points: learning, difficulty, celebration, moments, challenges, achievements. All this could be bullet points, and then you can go ahead and give your final express gratitude and to the connections that you have received and to the kind of footfall that you have received for yourself. That helps a lot. And thank you so much at the end for bringing out the real killing potential through the 4 days workshop. I really appreciate Darpan for the shout out. It means a lot. It really means a lot. But just want to make sure that since you've written so much and you've already put in the maximum effort, what is really left is just to go out and make some visual changes and have a right trigger on the top, which can make people like, oh, I want to click more, I want to see more, I want to see more. And that's first thing that you want to do. But it's a great post on what is happening right now, how people felt, and what they should do down the lines about make me realize the shortcomings and collective actions. Awesome. It is kind of a storytelling, very close to it, and it's a great way of doing that. Now let's go to Rahul Prasad. He's my day 2 channel. Screenshot of the invite. Hope I made some connections and learning new. Yes, Rahul, of course. And let's look at the message that you've sent. Hope you're having a great weekend. I see that I'm similar passion that you already built. Would like to, okay, would like to know more about the way the thing started with AI. That's good, because it's important that what is that similar passion that you also mention it, guys. 1 second. You also mentioned what is that passion that you have and what exactly is the common point between you and that particular person. If you put that across over here, that similar passion that you already built, which is this, because you have 73 words to go with more. And here's to connect with you with a similar stats and software development and know more about the work at. That's good. I think you have customized it and it works. I can see customization here. Nice, Rahul, because customization plays a very important role, and I see you have added. Thumbs up. Okay, you did this one also today. Lovely. I came across your profile and found we are sharing common professional interest. What is that interest? That's what you want to add, thumbs up. What is that interest? Hope you are doing well. Because if you don't add that interest, what happens is the person has to go and click on your profile. And they may or may not click because depending on how busy their day is. And you don't want to risk that. You want to serve it in the plate and say common interest like accounting. So just putting that word out helps because you have 125 characters, as I see, already left. And similar common professional interest. Okay, I've noticed that we have some of the mutual connections sharing. It's the same feedback that I have. The article is quite inspiring. Which article is what you want to mention? That's what will make Bhavna say a yes to you. Let's connect with the value addition. Quite inspiring. A little bit more would have helped them, so a little bit more. The power of social media to connect people globally is tremendous. Let's build the relationship. I hope this is a very standard message. It might seem like a copy paste message for all the connections because it doesn't have any personalization for Salish. So probably a little personalization would have helped. HN, okay. Okay, so he's open to new connections, as I can see right behind his profile. So definitely, I think he will accept your request. And we have mutual connect. Okay, that's great. You have mutual connects. Was my classmate. Oh, fantastic. This is still good because you are connected with Biswas and he's your classmate, and that makes huge lot of sense. I think that's a good one. The best among the all. Within 3 to 4 hours, 6 accepted my connection. Wow! Clap, 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 clap. Awesome. Oh, Vaishali Agarwal. She's my connection too. And Ankur Thakur. She was actually my junior at Tamsa at school and amazing girl to say. So Ankur has to say, I saw your presentation in product launch of Dataflex. Yes, Ankur, that's a great start because you're connecting to when you met, where you met. Both plays a very important role, and thank you for covering every minute details, and I'm impressed. Great message. Loved it, guys. Great example to take in to connect back with people you met in the old event and you're just reconnecting the dots. So this is what you want to do. Hope you're doing. I came across your profile through a mutual connection. No, mutual connection is who, right? The name of the connection as Tamsa did, and found common interest on some topics. What are those topics? So you want to put that precisely in this message. And Ankur, the side I am working with Dhanda and would love to connect with you. See, you don't want to put your name because that's very well clearly mentioned, as I mentioned in the last day video. And I would love to connect with you guys on the digital platform. Not very personalized. Content you're contributing, this is nice to the Gujarat startup. I think that's good. That's good. Still having a common point is good. But I kind of love the first one the most, which is the Dataflix. I think that's the best because you are going with just not the present time, but connecting where and what. Now let's look at Vikram Bhatt, day 3 challenge. Awesome, Vikram. I realized that many other earlier on adaptability is the key to the phase. This precedent time, we need to be more. I love the presentation. Let me first say that because it's bite size and it's paragraph, small, and you have mentioned specific, ambitious, frequently discussed, and transparent, which is good as well. Maybe frequently discussed could be a little more smaller, and I can see you've tagged people as well, which is good. Had few suggestions, and it's better to go fast, frequently discussed, ambitious. Okay, I realize like many other earlier on, adaptability is like key to facing this unprecedented situation. We need to be more quicker. Oh, it's move quickly. Okay, but how? Read on. Add some suggestions. Okay, that's nice. It's a good topic to talk about. Just add a call to action at the end, which could be as simple as what are your thoughts. What will happen is if you do that, people will comment on your post, which will get more engagement and will also show that you're approachable and you're open to more feedback on what you are writing on the post, which puts a very good impression on your network as well. So that means you're a learner. You don't go ahead with only things that you know. A lot of things happens when you put a call to action. Any thoughts? And you're getting some good comments. I like it. Guess I'm not too late. Yes, Rajiv, you're not too late. Yes, my post, and I've tried a bit of storytelling style with a lot of inputs from today's session from Kush. I copied few of her lines as well. That's a good thing. It's not bad. It's actually good because if you copy, you're getting inspired. Let's change the word. It's not about copying. You're getting inspired, and if you apply that once, twice, you will apply, and then it'll be a practice, and you don't have to look at my content. It'll automatically come from within. It's a practice phase, and when you practice, it's about, when as a child, your teacher used to tell, write A 20 times. You had the book and write A 20. So you're not copying A, you're just making sure that you write it each time so that you get better, and that's the entire story. So Rajiv, it's not about copying it. I'm humbled that you picked some things from there and you've applied it directly. I like the use of the emoticons. It looks very colorful to say. Who doesn't like a success story? Everyone does. Well, I have a small one too to share with all of you. Wow, I like the storytelling approach, and it is getting me to read more. I'm feeling like, okay, I want to read more. What's happening next? I gave utmost first 5 years of my professional career to the first company, a lot of learning exposures, and it's complete great until now. And guess what? Just before I decided to move on and start on my own journey, I received the Best Performers Award. Oh man, really, that happened, Rajiv. Well, this is a sure moment of honor and happiness, but it would be the last only for some time. Many of you would think why I'm sharing this now. The moral of the story is hard work never goes in vain. What will remain forever in my heart is the year of hard work and perseverance, not gone. Wrong. This is dedicated to everyone who's put in the effort and motivation, trust, and belief in me down the lane. Awesome. That's nice. That's really nice, Rajiv. And I can see you've used the photograph from that particular event that you had. So, Rajiv, I have to tell you, it's a great story. Great, great, great story. I loved it. But all you need to do is have last line saying, do you guys look back, or what's your take on gratitude, or what's your take on hard work? Do you think hard work never goes in vain? What are your thoughts? And that triggers a lot of engagement. That's very important, having that call to action. And Rajiv, I hope you're okay. Let me just go back and see. Yes, your DP is better than the Facebook one, but I can say it can zoom in a little bit and show your nice face with smile, and you can only have your headshot. That is great. You can go back to my profile and take inspiration from that one as well, because it's always good to have a more professional looking profile DP than what you have at this point of time. Rajiv, I loved your post. So hope all guys, Nicholas, this is my first day challenge after profile, watched the video and took up the steps to diligently sent over 3 hours to create. Awesome, Nicholas. That's so nice to know. And I can see a wonderful cover which says enough searching, start matching. Okay, that's a very nice image as well, because it's two puzzles which are combining together, and you have bizmatch.com, which is the CEO founder of Bizmatch, and you have matching businesses to trade promote. Okay, that's nice and looks nice. Sales and marketing, business development, strategic planning, startup and business coach, speaker, B2B business matching platform. Okay. Strategic planning seems a bit too extra. You want to give a second thought to that, Nicholas? And this is okay. I can see a call to action, which is good. You can always have a Calendly as well if you're open to getting virtual meetings or going in that. And I can see as an entrepreneur, I'm the first person, which is great. With 8 years, yes, that's a trust signal that you're putting in, and you're the CEO against trust signal, motivational speaker, because you come from that background. Adding in here helps. With 21 years of experience, awesome. I see some great signals in your about, which is great. This is, I think, probably you've bookmarked your post, which is good. Great way to get started, of course. And the event looks great as well. So that's nice. CEO and okay. Recommendation. Great, guys. Okay. Business strategy, entrepreneur, new business development. You want to check on new business development if that's your forte, or actually business matching is your forte, or B2B business matching is your forte. Think about the skills once again, because they play a role in your profile and it's very important. But Nicholas, I should say you have got a great cover. Only the profile pic, I think it is looking great, but just that probably too zoomed in, just a little zoomed out, just by 15%. Because you have worked so hard, I'm giving you this feedback because it's great already. But when I feel someone has worked so hard and it's 99% there, 1% will make a huge difference. Now let's look at Rahul Prasad. So here's my challenge for the day. Surprisingly, this is my first week, and okay. Surprisingly, this is my first text post on LinkedIn. Through I posted some post which is pictorial and the connection post, but this is so far my fastest to where I get to post in less than 15 minutes from the start. Super, Rahul, that was fast. And let's see, it's been 6 months since many of us started working from home, and we see our days are just passing by. Let us rewind. When you see, okay, I don't see a call to action, which is something very important. I see storytelling happening, which is very, very, very good. It should have a starting point. Okay, rewinding to January 2020, and that's like a little intriguing. I want to read further. What are you doing by rewinding in? That really makes a huge difference. And at the same time, but these being October 2020, where we did not go for some holidays, we saw new enthusiasm to have one holiday to meet around and make some memorable moments with people around, or with the way. I think it's just, if you are sharing, just see how exactly the emotions are coming in. And I appreciate your writing because it's bite size and it's going together. But just have that flow, because you are. I can see you have that touch of storytelling happening already. A little bit more on maybe retouching it and reading through yourself once again. You will see you will be able to optimize a few lines, and that would make a huge difference. But I should say, Rahul, great start. And at the same time, I like the content topic, which is 6 months, and how was things in January and how is it in October. So it's like going back and then coming forth, and then giving that adrenal movement of incidences. That helps a lot, but you just want to do that with your copy as well. Sharing again, first time is in the video you mentioned hashtag, and which is what I did at. Okay, awesome. Ruth has put in. Thank you, lockdown 2020. Kind of a similar topic which just now Rahul did. Because of the lockdown, I got more time to bond, to prove myself, and I met. Wow, that's nice. You wanna put some spacing, Ruth. Just one line, enter. It actually helps a lot. Rosaline is an amazing lady. I'm glad she introduced you to the program. And instead of the dash, how about we use some check sorry guys, emojis. You want to use some emojis, and that will actually add more color to your content. Also, one thing, guys, very, 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 very important for all of you. Third party URLs are really having bad reach on LinkedIn. So what Ruth has done is she shared a YouTube URL and posted it. Now, of course, people, you can share that, but the organic distribution of the post is not there. So I would not recommend you guys sharing any third-party URL in your post. If you want to put URL, say to read about this, check the link in the comment and put the link in the comment section. That is what I have done for my post. Go to my profile, see most of my post, I will have the link in the comment section. So please go ahead. Next time, whenever you post, the content is very nice. I love it. It's actually very nicely crafted. It looks very authentic as well. So you have got that writing skills, but just make sure adding emoticons, adding some space, and not putting third-party URLs. Instead, if you want to put URL, put it in the comment section. The text post is itself very good. Okay. Now, Ruth, congratulations. You completed day 3 challenge, and we have Thoria. I hope, Thoria, I'm pronouncing your name properly, and that's how it should be. Let's look at this. Once my teacher asked the class, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" One by one stood up and answered his question. When it was my turn, I stood up proudly and said, okay, that's Malay. I want to be a kindergarten teacher, and that's phenomenal. Guys, 1 second, my laptop is running out of battery. I need to just plug it. Okay. And my classmates were looking at me in disbelief. 5 years later, when I found myself questioning about working with kids again, Therefore, I decided to apply teacher's assistant, and honestly, I've never thought. Stop wondering, go out and take action. Do you take action? A call to action, call to action, call to action. Try, you want to add call to action, but it's a great post. I'm glad you wrote that much, and you had such a beautiful idea as well. Probably just make sure that it starts with what you can do is the first two line is nice, but a little bit of addition or maybe change could be, what do you want to be when you grow up, asked my teacher a few months ago, and then going ahead with the flow. That actually intrigues a little bit more, but appreciate your vision of becoming a kindergarten teacher. I must say that is phenomenal. Kush, I knew it's a very late assignment for the day 3. For this post, I'm doing this purposely to motivate a bunch of young ladies that I've spoken with LinkedIn Lip Arc session yesterday. I've connected with them and they're still in the internship and still waiting for better opportunities. As for now, they are not being able to go back to their country due to the COVID. Hope this post will fit and required for them. Please, Karen, I would love to get in touch with those ladies as well and help them in whichever way possible. But I love the emoticon uses and the way you have cleanly distributed the post with the right spacing. That's phenomenal, Karen. Keep it up on that. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Snow White, the evil queen, or the you? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a great start. The word fairness is current of the Old Saxon fagr, meaning beautiful, pretty, and peaceful. I would say everyone has a chance to be the fairest of them all, including you and me. But how? You don't have to be Miss Pageant in this. We are born to be unique. Challenge yourself into an ice breaking of the day. Achieve your goal because the goal never waits for you. Okay, that's a nice motivational one. I like it. That's good. It's just that when you have emoticons here, probably you don't need here. You can avoid here because that's a flow that you're maintaining. That's kind of cool as well. Just a call to action. Ask people what do they think of the opinion. It will really add more engagement to your post. But it's a great start. Though it wasn't clear what exactly are you getting to, but it got me intrigued. I can say that. Okay, if you had this photograph, ice breaking, achieve your goal in your own, I would suggest not to add the photograph, Karen. Why? Because what happens is that you started the post and people were not clear on what the concept of the post is. So that was the curiosity that you generated. And your answer is achieve your goal because the goal never waits for you. This is the final outcome that you want people to read. Now, what happens is when they see this image, they know the outcome already, and then they wouldn't click on see more because they know what's coming. And if people know what's coming, they just will scroll through your post. So probably the image could have been skipped altogether. Now let's look at Manoj's post. I'm enjoying every video followed by the challenge put across. Amazing workshop. You guys are full of energies and have all so must give and share. Now it's up to us. Yes, Manoj, I'm glad that you mentioned how much we take and best. I'm on. And I already shared day 3 challenge content post yesterday and also added the link last night. My immediately post your WhatsApp message, sharing a snapshot. Awesome. And would like candid feedback. Okay, let's look at this. Hey guys, stress can be very detrimental. Okay, no need of hey guys. Let's just start with stress because that is the most important thing on the internet right now. Mental health and stress and depression, people talk about it. And if you are bringing it across, go ahead, talk about it. But hey guys, no need. Why? Because you are writing a post and it's not an email or a text message or a chat message. But I love the first line, stress can be very detrimental. I feel COVID times have been more stressful and difficult than normal ones. Normal life pressures were always there, but the stress and wow, it's a nice post. Everyone struggle, health issues, business, anxiety, anger. Guys, it's all going to be there and we need to fit it back in the right spirit, keeping the pressure at the bay. When I'm stressed, I try multiple things. And now what you could have done, Manoj, is you could put some emojis because this is your POVs. your value that you're putting in. So until now you were creating the plot, and then you have come up with the exact value point. So people who want to just read the value and not the entire thing, they'll quickly jump and say, I read something interesting, I watch videos like humor, try out RJ Naved, and I start writing, go for walk. It's actually great thing. This is a great post. Go back, Manoj, edit the post and just add some bullet points, because all those pointers that you have written, it feels like it's a storytelling, but it's not storytelling. It's actually points that you're sharing with everyone, that what are the 6 things they can do when they feel sad, depressed, or stressed out. And the last trigger could be, how do you keep your stress away? Superb. That's a great thing to ask. Keep that at the end, and only one question mark is great. I love the post, Manoj. It's very nice. Most importantly, I pray. Open all your problem cards in front of the God and leave this. I thank God for everything. Gratitude works miracle. Just share. Just share. Probably no need. You can say, hey, you can say, how do you keep yourself stress free, stress away? And that's good enough already. Okay, that's nice. Awesome. Day 3, and we have Sinjani also. I think most important part was also good, and I think the most important part. Okay, awesome. Let's look what she has to say. Quick question: how many of you watch the Cred IPL campaign and wonder what is it all about? The tagline aptly read, "Not everyone gets it." Personally, I thought the product positioning was not clear in the advertisement. However, what it does it clearly intrigues and surely breaks the ad clutter. So one trend to remember and engage with friends and family about the same. To all those who haven't yet watched it, this is a quick glimpse. And so this is a great post in terms of the content. I like it. You took something which is very seasonal and talked about it. So associating yourself with trending or trends or season is good. Just I hope that the video is a organic video that you have uploaded on LinkedIn and not a YouTube URL or something, because if it's a YouTube URL, then it's a third party URL, and that reduces the organic reach or distribution. So just be careful on that. But apart from that, I love the post. I think do let me know what are your views. It could be in a separate line, because that's a question which might get missed from the people. Sorry guys, something just went in my eyes. So you don't let me know, could be in a separate line altogether. What do you think? But great topic. And now comes Satish. Satish, it's nice to see you're engaging with so many people on the group. I've seen your comments, loved it. Day 3, attached here is a below link to the post. Thanks for liking or commenting on it. Okay, hey everyone. Everyone knows Uber and Lyft, but do you know how intense their rivalry was during the startup days? The other day, I sat down with Sachin Vijay Kumar from Taylor's Agent of Tech to discuss their intense rivalry. And here's the 4 lessons which I discussed that we entrepreneurs can learn from their rivalry. Wow, this is nice, Satish. I like the post, and the way it is crafted has come up very well. I would also say that you have tagged in to the right people everywhere on the post, and I feel that's amazing. The mobile first look of the entire post, which is line after line after line, is also great. Beware. And 1 2 actually 2 is missing. There is no 2. There's 1 3 4 5, so maybe you can check that. Be aware of problem faced by target customers of their problem using existing solutions. Be aware of problem faced by your target customers or target audience and their problem using existing solutions. Do not give too much control or stakes of the startup unnecessarily to another entity. I 100% agree to that. Be smart in managing your capital and be smart in managing negative exposure. Absolutely. It's a great post, Satish. I think you've shared some nice pointers from your discussion. Comment what you learned from their rivals. I think nobody's going to do that, because usually what people learn, they want to keep it with themselves. If you go into the mindset of the people, so probably you want to ask those questions where people would love to answer. What do you think about Uber and Lyft's rivalry? Was it really bad? If you ask people opinion about someone else, they all have it and they will come and give you. So you want to ask people what they would actually reply for or about, instead of anything that they wouldn't. And at the same time, just going out and asking people on the rivalry side, because it's a I would say it's a strong word, right? And you can take that word and switch to a positive direction by saying, how do you reduce your rivalry with your competition? Then people will talk because it's a good thing, right? And people don't feel the risk of getting in the eye of the competition because it's about reducing competition. So probably the call to action has to be just tweaked in the manner which will receive more engagement. So I see there's one more. Okay, so this is Satish's post. This is actually Sachin Vijay. Okay, so Sachin also posted about you and he went ahead and talked. That's nice. That's actually good. And it's glad to receive shout outs like this. I'm glad that he talked about your session as well. But just a quick feedback for Sachin, that the link, if he puts in the comment section, it will actually get a lot more engagement. I've always wanted to have a platform where I can talk and discuss about tech with the common community. And this on this special episode of Taylor's Agent of Tech video podcast, my fellow bird joined to give a backstory. Yes, just watch it here. You want to say link in the comment to watch the full discussion, and you want to put the link here because the reach drops if the link is up there. And then Nicholas, after that we have K. We have some more amazing ones. MK has shared. Oh wow, Nicholas, I actually see this. And then 16 hours ago there are a lot more. Okay, Vaishnavi has posted already. Ruth, challenge day 2. Let's go back to Nicholas. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Kushbu, your video was amazing. Learned a lot. Finally understood how to create a content on LinkedIn. Initially, I was totally confused about the best practices, and now I'm more aware. Do you give your feedback? It's a genuine experience I shared and hope to touch and connect with my network through this approach. Okay, let's do it. I'm excited to read. Are you ready to sprint to end 2020 and finish stronger? I believe we can. Friends, I've come across the tagline somewhere. Final sprint 2020, reach the impossible and finish the stronger. I was totally inspired and totally resonated. We immediately enrolled my team on the small mission to sprint to end 2020 with a positive mindset. We created sprint campaign, align, accelerate, achieve. Sprint mission, fight to finish, and unbelievable results have happened. What is that result? Probably you want to share that as well. We pivoted, revised our blueprints in 4 nights, 5 days, working crazy hours up to 12, 20, finished all the concept design mockup and had aligned meetings with development team and Taction. Hope this inspires you. Okay, it's awesome. This is great because you went ahead and you shared about what exactly was the result. Looking forward to share similar experience and knowing, do connect with me on and comment. You don't want to tell people to do that. If you tell them to do, they don't want to do it because that's the last thing we want. Because when you know, imagine if you're telling someone to do something, they don't, what will they comment? They're like, why is this person even asking me to comment? Instead, if you ask their opinion, what do you think of the idea which we crafted, align, accelerate, or achieve, or sprint campaign? Maybe you want to explain what is the sprint campaign a little bit, Nicholas, because I wasn't super clear on what is the sprint campaign here. So that's 2-3 word of what you understood or what was your motivation all about from that particular tagline. In one line, you can say what is it that you resonated with in that tagline so that people can understand where were you getting all the energies from, and at the same time going with the call to action which actually get people to comment on your post is very important, which is what are you doing in the last quarter or what are you doing at this point of time to achieve or get the maximum or the highest level of productivity. Because you mentioned you worked for 20 hours and you put in the right strategy. How do you think strategy plays an important role before even execution? All these kind of questions you want to ask that will change the engagement levels for you and make it even better. I see. Okay, it's okay. That's a very nice photo. Final 2020 reach the impossible. It's a nice one. It's a casual one to say, which is good. Now let's look at CRM, build connection. Sorry guys for staying you late for the personal reasons. I hope things are better at your space, Sharam. And I'm just gonna quickly, okay, it's me, a human known. Okay, that's a funny way to start a human known as Sarah. I'm not an AI. I hope you all are doing found your LinkedIn profile interesting. I would love to connect with you and send hi interesting message. Yeah, exactly. That was an interesting one because it's a great way to go ahead and connecting people. You did mention to your name, which I don't quite recommend it, but it was a very interesting way of crafting it. So that's why I think it's all good to go ahead in that style. But sending a heart emoji to a girl, you want to be very careful on doing that on LinkedIn. No bad intentions, I completely agree, Saram, and you were completely clean heart when you were sending this, but it's just that because we are on a professional platform, and when you send these messages, since you are not able to introduce yourself, the person doesn't know you, who you are, probably you're very approachable, very friendly, but sometimes it can backfire for you and you don't want to do that. I would love it, but not everyone does it, and that's not the risk you want to take on a professional platform for yourself. It could be a smile emoji, that's completely okay. It could be a strength emoji or anything, but probably you want to rethink about it. Or even if you're putting a heart emoji, maybe the color of the emoji can be different. Thank you. Sure that you are not an AI. I'm glad to have you in my network. See, guys, awesome. These kind of interesting message, the kind of response he's got. Awesome. He didn't choose too much of detailing, but found your LinkedIn profile really interesting, and I would love to connect with a human like yourself. So you took the human angles here, and that's very nice. Actually, it's an interesting approach, and I personally loved it a lot. Just that I think it works great, but when you're connecting with leaders and you're taking this approach over here, what exactly did you find interesting in that person's profile? Adding that one word, I found your LinkedIn profile quite interesting because of this, and then that adds a lot more credibility. Okay, you connected with Matt. Awesome, he's a great guy, and I hope you're really keeping found your LinkedIn profile very interesting in this. Awesome. But of course, I clearly think that if you would have, like, for me, if you're connecting with me, I would like to connect with you, then you can say that I was a part of LinkedIn workshop as well, killing it on LinkedIn, and that's the touch point. So just try and have those touch points, because it's a copy paste message. It really puts across like a bot to me. After a certain point of time, it see what happens is that it was fun, but when you have not those lines, but you have lines like interesting but nothing particularly, then it puts you as a bot most of the times. And then the video profile, the video post, actually it's nice to see a video post also coming through. Let's CRM, it's great if you're posting videos, and I can see great deal of engagement also happening. But why did you hide the time of posting? I'm not too sure. uh, but still, of course, if that has worked well for you, kudos. If you like posting videos, go ahead, do that. Just make sure that you're able to connect with yourself on the video and be as authentic as possible, because that plays a very integral role. Because when you're putting out your video, then it means a lot that you are connecting eye to eye, expression to expression, body language to body language. And now let's see what Justin has to say. Happy to see everyone here. So active and challenging. I was a bit late this time. Thanks to the team for the third challenge was extended to. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. So let's look at Justin, what he has to say. Are you fed up doing your annual performance appraisal? Oh my God, that's a good start. The most expected answer is yes, be it for employee from the HR, or it's we in turn wondering how. This is a lot of things that organizations can here do, but have done, given away the process, the tools employed. Now, how do you? Sorry, this that it will create a whole new article for LinkedIn if I discuss in detail. Drop your comment in the post on the question you have on this topic, and we'll discuss it anytime. Actually, just it. Call to action could be tell us what question comes to your mind and let's take it ahead. Then take it ahead to DM, take it ahead to anywhere, and then discuss. But don't commit anything on your post, and at the same time, don't tell that you can discuss it anytime. You can probably let the emotions trigger. Then, when the emotion triggers, you go ahead and take it to the next level. Together, we can make better organizations for employee, and thus better world for us. Okay, that's nice. Cute. The tool that your HCM applications that have combination employee this. Also, because you're talking about tools, Jasser, now how do we do it? You can say not all of it can be explained. Tell us which tool you want to learn about or what excites you the most, and I'll share some tips on that. So this could be a more conversational way of going it, and people will be more open to say, oh, I want to talk about reward programs. What do you use and what are your style of reward programs? And then they're like, okay, from there a trigger happens in a very conversational manner, because you went with a conversational approach, but just the call to action seems a bit more corporate or more professional driven statement. The call to action has to be like, hey, what do you think? As if you're talking to one person. That's how your post should be written, as if you're talking to one person. I have learned it a hard way, trust me. And day three challenge, posting. Okay, I can see so many images. I hope you know what is infographic data driven growth. Let's show you a few examples of growth marketing. And I cannot see the entire post, but yes, I can see it's a great start. I love the starting point. I love the use of emoticon, but it just this one isn't clear to me. These visuals are a little too different from each other, right? So probably if you could have combined them in a PDF file and uploaded a carousel post, because in carousel, what happens, you see one by one by one beside each other. And when that happens, it doesn't look a jumble up of different kind of images. So, and the clarity can be established in that manner that you're talking about one subject at one point of time. So one image in a PDF file, and you can say this is one, type 2, type 3, type 4. So that can change the visual aid of the post. Let's look at this one, and we have Nicholas. We have some Prakash Gupta. Okay, Prakash, you went ahead and did this. Nice. Okay, I have to quickly Salesforce application digital transfer. Nice. And why Namaste only, Prakash? You want to put a little bit extra on your cover, because that's a great real estate that you get it for free. I can see Salesforce here, which is nice, which is just sweet. Rajiv, today there wasn't finale session. The finale session is tomorrow. If you see the WhatsApp group, it was announced. It was giving you guys an extra day just to make sure that you can go ahead and complete more and more. As I see so many people already submitting that I'm already running short of time. We are almost 80 minutes already. I'll actually miss traveling, adventure, and going to places during the pandemic time. No worries. I'm here to share with you guys a tip to help you travel across the world. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. No, I haven't lost my mind. I really visited places like this. How? With the help of my companion, my books. Oh wow, Vaishnavi, that's a great flow. I like it. You really built that curiosity and went ahead. Great. Like everyone, I'm bored during the MCO, and that's what made me realize. I can't see the last part, but I hope you had a call to action, because how are you traveling the world during this COVID time could be a great call to action to the post. Ruth, I've already seen your post. And 1 second, Darpan, I'm not too sure what he shared here, but yes, okay, Darpan, you were sharing the personalized connect side of it. Okay, and then here we have Nicholas. Nicholas viewed your amazing profile and was impressed by a company, Cruise Lab on sale. Great, Nicholas. Personalization. Yes, I see the personalization. Yes, video on the origin buy. Awesome. I like it. 11 years of experience as freelancer. That's good. You have given a lot of personalized connect requests, and this is great because that helps a lot. Let's look at Raya and what she has done. A cross connection on LinkedIn and senior lawyer did when they are unimpressed by the interview. I totally okay. You went ahead and talked about something at that point of time, and I said, okay, this is this is connecting on the touch points which is there at this point of time. Awesome. And this is actually, I hope this was not an in-mail. Just yeah, it's a free message that you're sending to the, but just be careful that it wasn't the in-mail. And Dinah is awesome. Connect with her. She's amazing on LinkedIn. I love her content so much. Going quickly. Okay. Awesome, guys. So we are done for the day. Oh no, one second. There is one message. Geeta, I need to see this, what she has to say. I hope you're doing well. I came across and Harvard group on LinkedIn. Okay, group. Cool. That's nice. And I saw your comment. That is also good. Neil Patel's post. Very nice. This is a very copy pasted one. You don't want to do that, Geeta. The earlier two one was so nice. I noticed a lot of mutual connection. Product management is okay, but still not powerful as the first two. Came across your profile looking at marketing hashtag. I know you were inspired, but yes, this is fine. But at the same time, I like the first two far more than the rest ones. So guys, that was all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in and sharing all the amazing questions that you had for the day. I hope you guys are loving the session, and if you haven't done any of the challenges as yet, you have still got tomorrow, half of the day, to rock your time ahead and make sure that you are picking up as much as possible. I'm just quickly checking if there's any comments specifically. Okay, Darpan says, is LinkedIn Learning good? It is, but I don't quite like many of the programs there because it's very it just seems like it's just too bookish. I don't know why. Maybe I opted for the wrong program, but it's not for everyone. It's about being able to find the right program for yourself. So if you're able to find the right program, the right coach, and you love the work of the coach, then it is altogether a different story. But I found a few which were phenomenal, but I found a few which was also at the same time too theoretical to say, and that's why it's a mixed opinion. So I can't say LinkedIn Learning is bad. It's amazing platform. I love it. But what is the point is, who do you choose to learn from there? And that's nice. Okay, thank you for sharing your feedback. I'm unable to send messages now on connection. LinkedIn is asking me to go premium. Is there any other way I have to send messages? Priya, actually, the point is, check. You might be able to send connection requests. The messages in mail, for if you are not able to, if you're not already connected with someone, you actually end up sometimes sending email. You don't want to send emails. You want to say connection message, which I have showed in my video on the second day. Go to the second day video. See, I have shown exactly how do you send a connection message to the person. If you have exhausted your email, then that's a free limited numbers that you get, and you don't need email unless you are heavily doing sales. You can go ahead and send normal connection messages, which you can find in my next last message. Okay, awesome. And one second, okay, one second. Chiron. I'm gonna scroll down and see. I have missed. So sorry. I don't want to have that sad smiley from you. I will go down and I'll spend a little more time. Okay, one second, Chiron. Let me share my screen. Okay, share. Yes, Chiron. Did I miss this? Just finished the day 2 challenge. So let's see what you have posted. Okay, I see that we are both taking the same course. Oh, that's nice. That's nice because you went with the same course angle. Okay. Lee, she's a beautiful person. I first saw you during the meet and mingle section of Kiwi and totally loved the sharing. Wow, awesome. That's a good way. That's a good way. I have been in management dates and I miss talking to you and I looked up to you. That's also a very good one. It's also authentic, Chiron. I loved your the way you're writing to each one of them. It just seems like it's from the heart. During the volunteer committee days, even through the first time I see you, you're really about your student. Okay, lovely. You're writing to your professor and he would love to receive this message. I came across your profile and I was amazed by the work you're doing in the happy work. As a youth myself, I resonate with the post you do with the empowering youth. Chiron, you rocked it with the messages phenomenally well. All was so nice. Ambika Puri, as a ghost, I played the ghost act well. I am also late at posting the first challenge. I will make my minor changes in my profile and ensure not play the ghost anymore and put the yes, 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 Ambika, please, 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 don't be a ghost, don't be a ghost. You can come and join. I loved it that you've started doing the work already. Your profile is quite clean at this point of time, but do share and bring in more challenges for us to review. Oh, there are so many. Okay, Bhaskar also shared his profile, application engineer. Bhaskar, go ahead and add more keywords. Why do you want to not use them? Go ahead, add in more keywords, a little bit, one or two things that you're more passionate about. And Khairun, okay, now I came to your post. The day 3 challenge is here, and my first post ever. So I guess it's the better than nothing, and I still am yet to what would work for me. But I guess that's the journey, and as long as I take the first step right, yes, yes, Khairun, yes, the first step is important. Clap, clap. I love you for that. Chetan and Anil for making the workshop. I will forever be thankful. Oh dear, love you for this. Thank you. We're really, these are some lines that motivates us so much. I can't tell you. When you guys write something like this, you like fully, we get charged up even more, and we're like, okay, let's keep on doing. If you guys are getting value, I think that's the happiness that we get. And when we feel that whatever bit we are adding, that's making a difference to you guys, kind of it feels like, okay, yes, maybe we're doing something right. So thank you so much, Kyron, for making me feel happy about what we are doing at this point of time. Have you had other people talked about you to your bosses? That's exactly what happened to me. I've always tried my best to assist everyone that comes to the store because I believe in building a good connection with people I meet. Even when it was a busy day and busy time, when customers and salesperson come to the store at the same time, I still give them the warmest smile I can. Awesome. My boss had come to me one day saying that a salesperson from X company, they came a day before, send a message. Your worker is such an honest person and she's so hardworking. You're fortunate. I'm truly feeling happy, and one thing I learned that you won't lose anything. Yes, exactly, guys. Kyron, you're an amazing, kind person. I'm going to vouch for this post. Yes, you are an amazing person. You motivated me. Also brought a smile on my face. Thank you so much. Your post is nice. I'm excited to see what exactly is the call to action to this post. I believe the kindness goes a long way. What are your thoughts? Are you showing your kindness? Do you smile? This could be some call to action, Kyron, and you must have those call to action. It is super important. Okay, MK also had few changes in the last few days. Thank you, Kush, for the valuable tips to reach out to more in LinkedIn. Please, if possible, have a look at my profile for a minute. That buzzed me for a second. Okay, so here is MK, and MK, I can't read Bengali, so definitely that's not a post I would be able to read. 205 views, and you have some comments as well, which is nice. Oh wow, oh, that's awesome. 2nd October, and you have such a wow, MK, superb. You definitely, if you keep on doing the same things that you're doing and apply all the strategies, I'm so happy to see that growth. I was a brand marketing, I got an eye on you. It was really nice to see that you with such a big brand like Unilever. Oh, that's nice, but it's like you're impressed, but what is the touch point? What's the mutual touch point? You want to have the mutual touch point a little bit more impactful. I was searching for this and found you. It was great. Yes, I think this is nice. I hope you actually had that reason up there. And I'm a bit interested in international marketing and in actually why I found your LinkedIn profile. I hope you, why are you interested? Do you want a job or something? Because if you want job, then the person will not. So maybe the interest is to understand the market better. You want to put that out. Sometimes, you might only be interested in knowing the market, but what happens is when you put that as an assumption, the person may be feeling, oh, he's might be asking for job and we don't have opening at this point in time. Should we go ahead or not? So that's why just go ahead and have more details. But MK, I'm glad and very happy to see the kind of growth that you're getting for your profile. I think I missed one. I'm glad to see you, brand marketing man. No, you don't. I will be very happy if I learn tips from you. Yes, but still you can use so much more. You have 170 characters left. It is such a weak. No, you can make it better. I'm sure you can make it better. I am beginning to get addicted to finding connections and actually seeing this activity and post and passion. It's just a whole new positive community. I love this so much. I am not the only one addicted to LinkedIn right here. How about you guys? Oh, Kyron, you're an amazing person. Absolutely. Thank you so much for keeping the community such engaged, and I'm loving it, guys. Over here, it's so nice to see that your post is getting seen by 32, 57 people have seen it. 45% have seen it. Such an amazing platform. We just started this month and we are 30 days old. Just 30 days old, and we have more than 100 people in our group already at this point of time. This is a close community and a safe space for people to just engage. 152 members, okay, and it's a safe space for people to just talk about your problems, talk about LinkedIn, where are you facing struggle, where are you stuck, and what's the growth that you want for yourself. And I'm telling you, down the line, it's not me who will be replying it. You guys will be helping each other, because you'll be becoming the people who will also have an amazing growth journey on LinkedIn. What I learned is exactly what I'm sharing with you guys. Exactly. I'm not sharing. I'm just duplicating strategies which worked for me. And when I figured this worked for me with all the trial and errors and lot of back and forth, today you can save all that time. So guys, when when the time comes, I really want you guys to do one thing to motivate more people to go ahead and do the challenges. Can you guys go and put in the growth that you're facing at this point of time, how the connections are responding, how many people are going ahead and liking your post, or like MK shared the growth graph in the group, so that we motivate other people who are a bit more silent and we don't know why. I understand they might be keeping busy, but still, if they're silent, let's get them buckle up. And with your motivation of how this program has helped you, will inspire them to participate further. So, guys, I want your support, and I hope you can make it happen. With all of us together in it, have a great day. See you tomorrow on the final webinar at 5:30 p.m. Malaysia time, 3 p.m. India time. And guys, I'm super excited to meet you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the most phenomenal day with all the exciting stuff that you cannot stop at all to miss out. There'll be no recording, guys. No recording at all for tomorrow's session. So if you miss out, you miss out. You cannot watch that again. To discover some amazing tools for LinkedIn, come watch tomorrow. At the same time, guys, go and tell people about this. Tell your friends about this, because if you don't tell them, they won't be able to learn and they won't be able to grow like you, unless you don't want them to grow. That's a different challenge altogether. But if you want them to grow, tell them how you're feeling and bring it. Ask them to join the group 3, because we are just gonna have a few, maybe a 1 or 2 group more on the $1, and then we're coming back to 51. Till then, guys, sayonara, bye bye, ciao, rise and shine, take care of yourself.